This motherfucker is This motherfucker is locked.
No, I'm not having it. No, I'm not having it. Everybody's a suspect today.
It's a usual suspect.
Title holder and still undefeated Gabriel El Capitan Maestre.
How is that? And this gets done to by a bunch of cowards at ringside that never took a punch in their life. I'm sick of it.
Hey, what it do? What it do? What it do? Hard Hitter Sports and Entertainment. We live once again. Shouts out to the entire boxing community. Shouts out to the US6. Season 2 is over with, man. We are about to start season 3 of the US6 fight pool, man. Y'all be sure to tap in with us if you want to be a part of the season 3 US6 fight pool, man. I am your host, man. 503 Line. Hard Hitter Sports and Entertainment. We got a lot of dope conversations to get into today. And I ain't gonna waste no time. Subscribe, smash the like button, get in the chat. All I ask, man, is that you get in the chat, you smash the like button. If you're able to engage with us for this live stream, I will truly and be thankful and appreciate that. And let's go ahead and get to it. US6 Sundays, man. Usual Suspect Sundays, man. Let's go ahead and start cooking like we need to cook, man. I got my brother KG in the building with me, the good doctor. What's going down with it, bro?
What's up with you, Five? What's going on? What's up, chat?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. And we are dual streaming. So if you are on Smoke City, I appreciate you for keeping that chat engaged as well. Or if you on Hard Hitter Sports and Entertainment, I appreciate that. Either or, man. Pick your poison, it don't really matter. But we are live and direct right here on YouTube, dual streaming from both platforms. I got my good brother Art Fella in the building. What's going on with it, Art? Art Fella, you on mute if you're talking, brother. Okay, Art Fella must be having some
Having a moment of silence for the fight pool
Yeah,
championship.
you can hear me. You can hear me now.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, my bad. I had to readjust my settings with this with the restream and whatnot. But what to do? What you saying? What a guan is your favorite? Yet your most hated all fella. Pull up. Its usual suspect Sundays. Smash that like button. Share that stream. Damn right, it's a usual suspect team. Salute to the usual suspect 6. Make sure y'all tap in and visit the site. You know what I mean? We have revamped it a little bit. Usualsuspect6.com. We also got the usual suspect 6 fight pool. Um, all the historical leaderboards and all the upcoming fight cards will be posted on that page. You know what I mean? So the pool does now have a home or a home page where all rules, information, future fight cards, and historical leaderboards will be kept. You know what I mean? So when y'all get a chance, go visit usualsuspect6.com. And of course, check out the store, support the movement. Shop usualsuspect6.com. Quarter zips and full zips. Yes, 'tis the season. But y'all know what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. We ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna get right to it. Like lighter fluid. You understand me, man? This weekend, man, we had Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul on the biggest platform in the world, streaming platform, Netflix, in Miami, Florida. Man, this was a dope card. Jake Paul put on another great event. Had a lot of good women on the fight card as well. Anthony Joshua did lose. I mean, Jake Paul did lose to Anthony Joshua with a 6-round knockout by way of a right hand, and in the process of that, he got his jaw broke. A double broken jaw in multiple places. And you know, the the internet went crazy, man. The internet went crazy. So this is what we leading off with, and we're gonna get right into it, man. The first question I got for today. Salute to the chat once again. I appreciate you, Tate, for putting the link to the website. Y'all be sure to go shop usualsuspect6.com. Usualsuspect6.com is the website if you want to know anything about what we got going on. Salute to my brother Jay Good. I see Shaquilla Fields. My boy Felix was in here earlier. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Y'all smash that like button. Get in the chat. But the first question I got though, did Anthony Joshua restore credibility to crossover boxing by defeating the king of crossover in Jake Paul? And you know, just what's y'all overall thoughts about that you know, matchup performance and you know aftermath of the fight? KG, I'll let you cook on this first, my brother. What's your thoughts, man?
Nah, he didn't restore any credibility. The way you restore the credibility, Five, you beat Charlie Z up in the first minute. You don't allow, you know what I'm saying, him to navigate around the 22 by 22 ring. And I was telling somebody, they was like, why is AJ letting Jake run around like that? I'm like, because the AJ bot can do a lot of things, but the AJ bot has never been known for cutting off the ring. Never known him for cutting off the ring. And Jake Paul utilized that oversized ring as a game plan. His game plan was to make it to the final bell. I think he was blowing smoke with the whole knocking AJ out. I don't think that was ever a possibility. You know what I'm saying? Though you see highlights of AJ being chinny, but look at the guys that he got hit by. And Jake Paul has never knocked anybody out like that. You know what I'm saying? That of note. So AJ being smart, following him around, knowing that he's going to get tired, because anybody that has trained for any sport, all that movement, you're going to eventually get yourself tired. And he slowed down in front of AJ. I'm only disappointed because, like I said, the fight could have been over sooner, but you can clearly tell AJ was pulling his punches. It was like he was, like, even if Jake wasn't running around and moving so much, AJ had in his mind to carry the fight. And he carried this fight. You know what I'm saying? You can see the punches that he loaded up with that missed Jake. You can see, you like, yeah, these are punches to be seen. Like it was a lot of stuff that was just mainly for the aesthetic of it all. And then when he got him dead to rights, like where, because like I said, the gas tank ran down. Once you got him dead to rights, whoever's been training Jake Paul has taught him how to survive. That's why we've seen a lot of takedowns, a lot of single leg takedowns. That's not a rule in boxing, but that's why we've seen him trying to smother a lot of what AJ was doing. Because whoever trained him says you have to go into that punch. You have to go into the danger that you really don't want to, but it's going to smother AJ. It's going to make him overthrow his punches, and which he did. So Jake Paul didn't do any damn thing that separated him, saying that he would have been better in any light. I heard somebody say there was no difference in skill. It was just the size. That nigga is full of shit. Whoever the fuck that dude is. I remember somebody saying, and I think Jake said the same thing. That's some silly shit right there, because he could have been in the same weight class as Jake Paul, and we would have got the same result. Like I said, you can't play boxing. You can't. And the way the internet and the world is going crazy over a broken jaw, that's boxing. That comes with boxing. Especially if you got your mouth open. Especially if you're not prepared to take these punches. That's a part of boxing. So if you're a part of boxing, the only damn thing we can do on the back end of that is wish you a speedy recovery. Don't nobody need to know about the procedures that you went through. Bro, this is all boxing. 503 was talking about guys getting aneurysms and our fellow was even talking about that at one point in time too. Guys, you know what I'm saying, getting lacerated, damn, you know what I'm saying, getting their brain separated from things. You get what I'm saying? So a broken bro, that's part of the business. It's part of the business. So all those Gen Z fans and casuals that were watching this fight that made a spectacle of that, welcome to boxing, bro. Welcome to boxing, because y'all motherfuckers been missing out for years. And now y'all want to come over and y'all savior gets his jaw broken and everybody's, oh my god, you can't believe he got his jaw broke. It's part of boxing. It's part of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it does anything to Jake Paul in a sense that it deters him away from boxing. I think if AJ wanted the job done, he was supposed to knock him to sleep. He was supposed to pretty much knock him to the point. Not the physical pain, but more so when he does separate the damn man from the soul. And we didn't get that. That's what I was looking for. Like when he went down after the broken jaw, that was more so he went down because of the broken jaw. I don't think he went down because of the punch. Because Jake Paul was looking for a way out, and you know what I'm saying? You could see the spots where he was looking for a way out. So I was like, I'm kind of disappointed in the knockout because it's like Jake knew it was coming. It was just, when do I fold up? Yeah, I wanted to see him, you know what I'm saying? Like literally, like, bro, you can see the separation where somebody's trying to help him. Logan Paul actually rolled in the ring and tried to swing a chair at damn AJ or something. You get what I'm saying? Something to that degree but no, not I get dropped, jaw broken. I look in the crowd and like, woo, that hurt. Yeah, nigga. No, it's like it won't done right.
In AJ's defense, just to be an advocate, you know what I'm saying? He was at the ring for almost 400 plus days, so you know.
No, but it wouldn't have made a difference. Like I said, Jake
Yeah.
Paul's skill set, you know what I'm saying? He was gonna do it regardless. It was just the fact that, nigga, stop running, stop moving, and actually come fight. You said you wanted to fight. And the crazy damn thing, man, I got a damn strange gut feeling that if AJ wasn't there and Tank was in there, I think Tank would have done him worse. Because he would have thought he could take Tank punches. That's the thing about it.
Yeah.
He was in fear of AJ. He was like, don't get hit, don't get hit. You can see a lot of that on his face. Don't get hit, don't get hit. Yeah.
Okay. Is this motherfucker freeze on me? Yo. Okay, there you go. Okay, fella. Same exact question for you, man. Did Anthony Joshua restore the credibility to the crossover boxing market, man, by taking down the crossover king and Jake Paul? What say you about this?
I don't know what KG talking about. I was thoroughly satisfied with the slumping of Jake Paul. I mean, yes, he wasn't knocked out cold, you know what I mean, and he wasn't stretchered out of the ring like we've seen some, but he was slumped. He was broken and fractured, and he will be sitting down for possibly a year and a half to 2 years, healing his jaw and repairing his teeth.
Yeah, it's something you said earlier in the fight pool chat that had me laughing. You said sucking out a straw for Christmas wasn't a part of the script.
No, it wasn't, bro. That damn sure wasn't a part of the script. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be sucking Christmas food in the holidays out of a straw. You know what I mean?
Right.
The only thing you can suck out of a straw during Christmas may be eggnog. You know what I mean? And that's what the niggas limited to not right now. You know what I mean? So it kind of shits on the theory that this was a scripted fight, or it could have been a scripted fight. Well, there's some truth. We all saw it, you know what I mean? AJ was holding back. AJ was fighting Jake Paul the way I fight my sons, you know what I mean? I put a little pressure on him. I I
Yeah.
swing hard, but I make sure I miss so they feel the wolf past their ear and shit like that, just to give them some defensive responsibility. You know what I mean? Let them know that shit ain't sweet. That's what AJ was doing to Jake for the first couple rounds. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Warming himself up. So I ain't really mad at that. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at the fact that it took necessarily too long for a guy of AJ's pedigree and experience. It took him 6 rounds to get a guy like Jake Paul out. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at that. The fact of the matter is that he did it. He slumped him.
Mm.
We've never seen Jake Paul, you know what I mean, slump like that, hurt, uh 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 knocked knocked down multiple times. We never seen the man scared like that, and he was definitely scared. I mean, he was definitely showing us and utilizing Tom and Jerry boxing. You know what I mean? That's what he was doing. And he told us that from the get-go. He's going to show us elite footwork. You know what I mean? But that was low-key saying that, yeah, I'm gonna show you some Tom and Jerry boxing. They also got
Right.
a ring, the ring the size of the big three should have pulled up. You know what I mean? Set up a couple basketball nets and did a 3-on-3 tournament. The motherfucking ring was so big. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna put too much stock in the fact that AJ was having a hard time cutting the ring off when you have a ring that big. But at the end of the day, this was not a fight to me where uh, 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 I'm looking at it to study and admire the sweet science. I'm looking at this fight to be entertained. You know what I mean? And I was definitely entertained watching this fight. You know what I mean? And I seen a couple other uh, content creators out there, which I'll remain nameless, but they hit they hit it on the head when they compared it to that Martin and Tommy Hearns fight. Where Tommy Hearns had Martin was dragging Martin all around the ring. Martin kept on dropping, rapping, trying to tackle him, wrapping around his legs and whatnot. That's what we saw. That beat on Friday night. That be,
Mm.
but it was a sanctioned fight, and it ended up in a real knockout. You know what I mean? A real stoppage, uh, where a guy took damage to his jaw. You know what I mean, which is
Mm.
part of, which is once again like KG, it's part of the sport, and I think that's where I think Jake Paul is getting some credit for, is that he actually was involved in something that's really a part of the sport, taking that damage. You know what I mean? Uh, Going up against a guy that he had no business being in there with, without no rules or stipulations. He went in there and got slumped, and once again he's sucking his Christmas dinner out of a straw. Come December 25th.
Yeah, for me, I say this, man. Credit to Jake Paul. I think he definitely upgraded with the Anthony Joshua selection. Um, I do think in some two things can't be true at the same time. I don't think the performance was what diehard boxing fans was expecting. I think a lot of people expected AJ to go balls to the wall and knock him spark out, as the UK British man would say. But boxing is the land of the unknown. You know what I'm saying? You don't know till you get in there. So um I think he did kind of restore it though, because Jake Paul is the king of the crossover. I mean, every time this guy fights, a MMA guy or a novice boxer or up and coming boxer, unknown boxer, you know what I'm saying? He comes out on top. Uh, but I do think that we need more we need more credibility for from Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? Because I do want to see more from AJ. Real quick, AJ Fury. How is the suspects feeling about that? Is that a fight? We you're interested in, or you know what I'm saying? I'll start with you, all fella. You know, speak for yourself, my boy. Because I know you're the foreign guy. So how do you feel about AJ and Tyson Fury?
I mean, I'm all right with it. Like I could care less if it happens or if it doesn't happen. It's kind of the same shit to me. You know what I mean? I was more so hoping while you're in the States and you're getting all this American admiration, which is I think something that was a success for AJ. I think once again before this fight happened and when it was set, I said it. I said this is going to be a great opportunity for AJ to kind of rectify some of the hate that some of the American fight fans have been giving him deservedly for the whole Wilder situation. Not fighting Wilder at the necessary time when all had belts, you know what I mean, and everybody was at the top of their games and whatnot. But what happened Friday night, I think, worked favorably to AJ's uh, outlook in the States. There's definitely, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of people calling him Anthony Johnson no more. I mean, they know who AJ is. AJ's low key might have turned into somewhat of a household name. This was a fight that was watched. It was watched by, I think, two sets of generations. You know what I mean? The youngins, you know what I mean? The YNs were watching this, and the middle age folks, you know what I mean? Like us, were in here watching this. Kids were watching this as well. So this is this was a spectacle that uh could have brought three three generations together in one night. You know what I mean? So and AJ was at the head of that, was the main event of that, was the end result of that. So I think this adds on, even though it was Jake Paul, it adds on to AJ's credibility. You saw the way the crowd was cheering after he knocked and slumped Jake Paul down. We saw after when AJ was leaving the ring, going back to the backstage, the adulation from the American fight fans, looking for to get a pick, bitches trying to, you know what I mean, squeeze up and bubble up in front of them to try to get, you know what I mean, trying to get a nice little TikTok and whatnot. Yeah, this is all for AJ. AJ was feeling. I seen videos of AJ at the after party up in Club Live up in Miami. They had him up there, had his VIP and shit, and another one and all this shit. AJ was really feeling himself. This could do a lot for this motherfucker's confidence. You know what I mean? Being a foreign nigga from the UK and
We gonna
finally
need that.
getting and finally getting a little bit of love from the American fan base does a lot. You know what I mean? It might not mean it from because y'all on the inside, but outside looking in, that shit might do a lot for a nigga. You know what I mean? For a foreign nigga. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That if it didn't restore the credibility of boxing, it restored a little bit of credibility for of the perspective of how people was looking at AJ in America.
Okay, real quick, the homie Ramon say Jake Paul lied on Tank, and he say and the Jake Paul got his jaw broke. That lady named Miss Kama. Okay, the homie say Jake Paul need to fight Andrew Tate. TD in the building. He say, "Yo, what's good? Salute to you, bro." Man, Jake Paul will beat Andrew Tate ass, man. Look, bro, Jake Paul is past the point of fighting guys like Andrew Tate. He's past the point of fighting social media influencers, and guys that's known for social media and things of that sort. I think Jake Paul is on a level where he can fight boxers. He can fight guys that's highly skilled in the combat. world. You know what I'm saying? KG, what you got though? AJ versus Tyson Fury. How you feel about that?
Uh, I don't think that does anything for AJ because you know what I'm saying. There's two European fighters that we want the Americans to embrace now, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but that's a UK thing, man. I think that's what it's more so is. You know what I'm saying? You can call out Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury has retired 22 times. Is it really a retirement, or are you just damn taking breaks? Because I don't know nobody. MJ didn't even damn retire that many damn times and keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z didn't even retire and come back, you know what I'm saying, that many damn times. So are you really retired? J- Tyson Fury is like the WBC of any damn thing. You know what I'm saying? All these damn belts. So who's really a champion? You retire damn every other damn fight. Are you really retired? Or you know what I'm saying? I don't like so I don't know. That's a UK thing. I know we're gonna talk about it if the fight, you know what I'm saying, gets made. But honestly, I'm not super pressed for it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's UK problems. That's some shit that they gonna talk about, and they're gonna need us to talk about it over here. And as of right now, I'm not one of the guys that's gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna give them what they're looking for until it's that time.
I feel it, bro. I feel it. Yeah, man. That was a smart strategic move by Anthony Joshua. I think he was pleasing in pause. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to satisfy Big Turk and Riyadh season. I seen him come in out with the with the sponsorship, you know what I'm saying, on his trunks and on his jacket with Riyadh season on it, you know what I'm saying? So Anthony Anthony Joshua is a smart strategic type guy. So he knew exactly what he was doing. Me myself personally, I don't really care too much about the fight. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. We got a lot of good heavyweight boxing coming though in January. Um, Jermaine Franklin and Moses Atoma is coming. So we shall see how that goes. And I'm believing we got Fabio and Chisora, if I'm not mistaken. But the UK boys is coming back, Fabio and Moses. So and Fabio Warley is the new WBO champion of the heavyweight division. Just so y'all, you know what I'm saying, if y'all ain't know of sleeping under a rock, you know what I'm saying. All right, man. Question number 2, man. What did this fight prove about real heavyweight boxing and power? Because this was Jake Paul's first fight at officially at heavyweight, and he was in there with a real heavyweight boxer. And when he felt that power, man, he did fold and got his jaw broke. Our fella, what does this say about real heavyweight boxing and power?
It says that no matter how big the ring is, um, you're gonna feel it. It says that no matter how good you was doing in sparring with 14-ounce gloves and headgear on, no matter what you was doing, the big baby and sparring, once the bright lights on and the headgears are off and you wearing them 10-ounce gloves, yeah, you gonna feel that heavyweight power, especially a guy that's known for his technique and his sound fundamentals. The AJ might not have the best movement and mobility with regards to his footwork. But one thing AJ is great at is throwing textbook punches. And not only when he's throwing, but after he's finishing throwing those punches, it's very rare to see AJ out of position or off balance. So he's a very sound, fundamental uh, uh, a puncher, and that's what uh, Jake Paul was up against. A guy that not only has above average power, but great technique.
KG, same question, bro. You was getting at it first take, man, with the first question. What does this fight prove about real heavyweight boxing and power, man? We seen your boy, well, not your boy, but we seen the boy Jake Paul fold. You know what I'm saying? Once he got hit with a real right hand. How you feel about that, man?
You can't play boxing, man. Like I said, you can be the problem child. You can say this and say that. You can build fights.
Oh shit. You went on mute, K.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Give me a sec.
Yeah. I mean, well, for me, I say this, man. I think this
Yeah, I'm
fight.
back.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. You can't play this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul, I frowned on it in the beginning, but just like I said, Ricardo Mayorga, Rolly Romero, Jake Paul, these are like necessary personalities in boxing now. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets the people's attention. It's the unorthodox to it. Um, and it brings what America's known for, putting on a show. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Putting on a show. But you can do all of that and nothing at the same time, because when you step in the ring with a heavyweight, whether it's Anthony Joshua, like Arthur said, fundamentally sound. The AJ bot can mirror just about anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I believe if he had got with a trainer that showed him how to cut the ring off, AJ would have cut that ring off, you know what I'm saying, last night.
Yeah, for
But
me, man. Okay.
know what I'm saying? But to throw those clean punches like that, he could have had Wilder in there throwing the wild, damn unorthodox, crazy punches. You still got a man that's 200 plus pounds. You know what I'm saying? And once you teach them how to throw a punch, that brunt force can damn be damn devastating. But it ain't even about the size, five, for real. Because like I don't know if I told you guys, but I know I had a conversation with Ack a long time ago, and I told him, I said the hardest I had ever been hit was by a 135 pounder.
Mm.
The hardest I've ever been hit. Like a heavyweight, the weight, of course, 250, you feel the force. But picture somebody with fast and they're throwing clean punches. This kid caught me with a damn overhand hook that clipped the tip of my chin, and it didn't wobble me, it didn't damn stun me, but I was like, what the fuck was in that glove? You get what I'm saying? So I don't think it's about that. It's more so heavyweights, you know what I'm saying? They hit clean or hit them glancing. That force alone, with a proper punch thrown, you're going to feel it.
Right.
You can't play that shit, man. So it ain't no shout out to Jake Paul, because cruiserweights, to me, they just them heavyweights that's too short. That's all that is to me. So it ain't gonna be no different if he decides once he bounces back and goes to cruiserweight. He's got damn cruiserweights that can damn pure D crack also at a faster rate with more punches.
You ain't lying. I don't even
So
see him. I don't even see him picking up European honors at
nope,
cruiserweight.
nope, that shit gonna
um,
hurt.
yeah. For me, I say this, man, real quick before we go to the next question. Usual Suspect Sundays, man. We on Smoke City Mobcast with it. We on Hard Hitter Sports and Entertainment 503 line. Subscribe, smash the like button. Shop Usual Suspect 6, usualsuspect6.com. Season 3, US6 Fight Pool is on the rise, man. I'll say this though. For me, it proved that, man, heavyweight boxing and heavyweight power will forever be king. We love knockouts. We know knockouts sell, and it's very, very entertaining. We love to see the bloods and guts and glory and all that good stuff. I think we got a good taste of that Friday with Jake and Anthony, man. But this told me that Anthony Anthony can still throw a punch, bro. And despite the problems he's had in the past. Jake Paul tried to take advantage of that, and he just couldn't. He's just not skilled enough to be in there with a guy like Anthony Joshua. He's not going to be able to beat a guy like hell. I would even throw in a Big Baby Anderson, or a Frank Sanchez. Guys that's not even champions yet, but these guys have been boxing for so many years. Um they have accumulated so many work hours in amateur fighting, in training, in real professional fights. These guys have rounds upon rounds of just great boxing, what I'm saying, skill set, just everything. So this proves to me that heavyweight boxing will remain king, and you can't play with no boxers at any point in your career. You know what I'm saying? I say this too. I really wish Jake Paul would have just not skipped so many steps and processes to get to where he's at. I really wish he would have, had some amateur fights and then turn professional. I really wish he would have did that, because you I do see some skill to Jake Paul, but it's not on these other guys' level. You know what I'm saying? So salute salute to both guys for having a great entertaining fight for the fans, man, because a lot of people was entertained throughout the night. You know what I'm saying? And people still talking about this. So this is gonna be something that's gonna be talked about for a while, I believe, man.
Bro,
Yeah.
when I think about it in comparison, this was on Netflix. So
Hmm.
this was a subscription payment. I don't know how much what Netflix don't cost much. Probably under $15 a month or something like that, if that.
Right. Hmm.
That card we watched Friday night stacked up. I enjoyed it from top to bottom way more than the PBC on Prime pay-per-view, which was
Mm.
$70.
Mm. Talk about it.
$70, bro. You know what I mean? And before I even got to the main event, I was put to sleep by old man Lara. I'm gonna bring that, yo. I'm gonna kick that. I'm gonna bring that up to every time, bro.
Facts.
Cause yo, that
Facts.
the
As you should. As you
we
should.
was treated to a night of interim belts. You know what I mean? The night
Mm.
of the interim champions. Other than and my Lara should have been fighting the interim champ or an interim fight anyways with the opponent that he was facing. Because there's no way, or Manuel or whatever Johan Gonzalez should have been a title shot, or should have been deserving of a title shot that night, even though that he was a last minute replacement. He wasn't in no top 15 in the WBA, so I don't know why he was there. You know what I mean? So yeah, poor pay-per-view from top to bottom, but we getting this on Netflix. Great female fights, all championship fights. We undisputed, unified championships. Uh, uh, we got shit. We got title shots or title championships, because I'm trying to not to say the sanctioning body's name on the preliminaries. Even the preliminaries was strong. Caroline Dubois was on the preliminaries. Uh,
We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to
so
that. Yeah.
yeah, that shit stacked up. You know what I mean? I was thoroughly
Yeah.
satisfied for the so-called price that we paid and what
Hmm.
we got. Yeah, that was a wide success.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all be sure to shop Usual Suspect 6, usualsuspect6.com. The link to that is in chat. Usual Suspect Sundays. We on Smoke City Mobcast and Hard Hitter Sports Entertainment. 503 line. Subscribe. Smash the like button. We on the road to 3,200 subscribers. We trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of 2026. We just hit over 3,100, man. So the channel is growing. I need y'all to support the channel as much as y'all can. Like I say, I really just want people to get in the chat and chop it up with us, man. Get in the chat with us. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at everybody's comments. I see my boy Sir Senior in the building. I ain't seen you in a while, my boy. I see my lovely sister, the Queen. Yes, indeed. Boxing. Shaw was in the building. My boy Mahari in the building. Let me read some of y'all comments real quick before we keep it pushing. Let's go back to the comment section real quick. Okay. My boy Mahari say this enforced the point that there's levels to boxing. Jake Paul was outboxed physically, manhandled by Joshua. Wilder would have seriously hurt Paul within 3 rounds. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Could Wilder get him out of there within 3 rounds, bro? I don't know, bro. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We would have to see it, man. We would have to see it. Sir Senior say, I gotta put this on the screen, Sir Senior, boy. You coming up in here talking crazy. But I like it though. He say Wilder washed, and I like Wilder. Ooh. Okay. Yes, indeed. She say prelims too. Main card was fire. And of course, we got the link to shopusualsuspect6.com, man. Go get you some of them quarter zips, some of them usual suspect tees, the jackets, man. We got the varsity jackets as well, man. We got a whole lot of drip on the website. You know what I'm saying? Whole lot of good boxing drip, undisputed tees. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm finna make me a big purchase. I'm finna make me a big purchase, man, for my birthday, man. My birthday coming. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I think on my Undisputed might have to get taken down, bro. I ain't rocking with the WBC. You usual
okay.
suspects ain't rocking with the WBC.
Okay, go.
So, yeah,
I see you
might have
to,
we might have to put the kibosh on the Undisputed line, bro.
I ain't mad at you, bro. You the mad scientist. Do what you do, man. But y'all better go get them. If you like them undisputed joints, y'all better go get them. Y'all better go get them. Oh, look at Mahari. Look at him. He tagging Sir Senior. He's not washed. Wilder is going to have an opportunity against Usyk. Just because he had a few losses, you put few, but you meant few. Mahari, you typing too fast, man. Get your words together, man. He say it doesn't mean he's finished. Okay. I knew that was gonna piss somebody off, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mahar, he say Wilder is washed, man. You can't change how that man feel, bro. He feel like Wilder washed. But guess what though? The great thing about boxing, and this is the main thing that I love about boxing, bro. All this talk and all this back and forth we have, the best way to solve this shit is to get in the ring and find out. So Wilder has an opportunity to show that
You say
he's
you
not
want Mahar
washed.
to get in the ring with Sir Senior?
Look at KGV.
You want Mahar to get in the ring with Sir Senior?
Nah, man. Nah.
I think Jake Paul
we
put
gonna
that on the
sanction
card,
that, Five. We gonna sanction that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, we'll sanction that. I think that happened.
Hey, Mahar, they trying to line you up, Mahar. I wasn't saying Mahar, but hey, man, I'm not gonna turn it down. If you want that Shimizo, we're not turning nothing down. But okay. It is what it is. I appreciate you for you say I had to rewatch the Bud retirement live. I was working. I appreciate you for coming back and being a payback player, Sir Senior. I appreciate that, bro. Okay, man. Let's move on. Let's go on. But like I say, I love the chat, man. Y'all keep going. Y'all keep talking y'all shit in the chat. I'm looking at it. Okay, question number 3. Did Jake Paul gain respect for stepping in with AJ, or did he lose momentum? I keep hearing everybody giving Jake Paul respect. I've even fell for the okie doke. I've given Jake Paul the respect for getting in the ring. KG, I know you see shit a whole lot different than a lot of people, bro. Did Jake Paul gain respect for stepping in with Anthony Joshua, or did he lose momentum by getting knocked out, jaw broke?
He gained respect in the eyes of the Gen Zs and the casuals. That's up their alley. They like to see the crash out. They like to see, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said AJ needed to knock this man out. Like he need to like he need to separate his damn soul from him, because I promise you, bro, just doing that and Jake Paul able to look into the crowd and whoa, like I said, that's all clickable for people. People's like, oh man, I'll go do that shit. Now you got people lining up around the corner saying they're getting the ring to get their head knocked off, you know what I'm saying, to make $1 million. That's gonna be a question on Monday now. Would you get in the ring and get punched by a heavyweight for $10 million? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it did anything. It just made Jake Paul look more appeasing to the Gen Z people. Man, my boy Jake Paul got in there with a heavyweight. They gonna gas it up like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I think he killed his own momentum, because if he's thinking about fighting, this nigga's about to be on the shelf for a good little minute. And even when he comes off of the shelf, he has to test that jaw out to see if it's them, you know what I'm saying, prepared to them take another punch or not. So it's like he killed his momentum there, and he's going to have to actually put a suit on and focus on promoting the way he has when it comes to women's boxing. He's doing a phenomenal job there. Phenomenal job. So, like I said, he gained the respect because him being the promoter, the money man, the guy that put the fights on, the guy that put all this shit together, he's a player coach at the same time. He chose to get in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he gains respect from like the boxing historians or the diehards. I don't think he gains respect there. He gains more of it for the people, the type of people that show up to his fights. And in turn, I think that does a favor for women's boxing, because now more people are going to pull up to these events. More people are going to be looking for Caroline Dubois to actually be on the main card and not a prelim card. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. I think he's stapled himself deep enough into this that it doesn't matter if he's fighting on these cards anymore. So, like I said, he gained the respect, but I think that's the avenue he gained it in. That's more so for him, but more so for his promotion. You know what I'm saying? To put on bigger fights for the fighters that he has on his cards. Because from top by bottom, you know what I'm saying? He had guys on there that I didn't know. And like I said, and some of these fights just stood out. Then he had women's on there. Like, he covers those bases. So, like I said, he gained respect there. But as far as getting his head knocked off, he killed his own momentum if he wants to stay active as a fighter himself.
We had this conversation a lot, me and Kay offline, about these other boxers that call themselves being promoters, but you don't really see any of their entourage or the guys that's around them that's boxing, that's in their circle, being presented to the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just one particular guy. It's multitudes of guys that do this. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think we had that problem with Jake Paul. Jake Paul, one thing about Jake Paul that I love, man, and I'm gonna respect him, you know what I'm saying, as long as he keep doing this. He gonna give your ass a chance and an opportunity. And he's doing that, you know what I'm saying, to the up team power, utmost respect to MVP. I hope they keep bringing great cards to the forefront. I hope they keep using Netflix, the Zone, all these streaming services to their advantage. And I can't wait to see what MVP got coming next. You know what I'm saying? All fella, same question, man. Did Jake Paul gain respect for stepping in with AJ, or did he lose momentum by being knocked out and sidelined with a broken jaw?
I think a little bit of both. He gained respect in the sense, I think, even from the hardcore boxing fan, that you can finally kind of check that box, even though it really has been checked already, that he's fought a legitimate boxer that, eh, in this case, had way more experience, had a sizable size advantage. So I think it checks that box in the sense that, yeah, he didn't go in and fight another MMA retired fighter, nothing like that. He fought somebody active, and he went in there with Queensberry rules. It wasn't an exhibition. It was a legitimate fight that was posted on both men's record, and he legitimately took the damage and lost. So I think he gains respect out of that. Um, Now, as far as his boxing career, it does lose a bit of momentum, a lot of momentum, because if he had came out of this victorious, Jake Paul probably would have went on and fought for some type of championship. It would have been that much of an epic upset that he would have been awarded and fast tracked to some type of championship. We all know this. So yeah, it did come with somewhat of a setback, and of course, due to the injuries that he sustained, it's gonna sit him down once again a good year to a year and a half. And then when he does come back, as KG alluded to, is his jaw gonna be the same? He's gonna have to get a little bit of a chin checking. Is he gonna be a little bit of gun shy going in there next time? So all that stuff has to be worked out and assessed. That takes time. So that will be a little bit of a setback, but the momentum, as far as everything else goes outside of boxing, is still rolling. What he's doing for women's boxing, what he's doing for the production that MVP's putting out on these cards on Netflix. They're showing a boxing model that Ring Magazine, and DAZN are copying. Let's be real. A lot of the things that Jake Paul and MVP are doing in their big fight productions, the competition's copying because they know it's working. They know that, and what MVP's doing is resonating with the casuals. You know what I mean? And not only that, I have to give credence to, shout out to Coach Hudson, because he pointed this out in on one of his community posts that I stumbled upon, and he made a great point with, and the choices that MVP used to commentate the fight and be the analyst. All great legendary fighters. You see Lennox Lewis, you see Andre Ward, and you see Layla Ali, all being invited, all there with importance, commentating and analyzing not just the AJ Jake Paul fight, but the whole card. You know what I mean? So the the commentary, you couldn't really hate on the commentary and the production at all from Friday night. So that type of momentum is definitely influencing what the other competitors like the Zone, Matchroom, Queensberry, Golden Boy, and Ring Magazine. It's all influencing what they're trying to do, and you're gonna see a lot of copying. So yeah, the momentum ain't stopped outside of the ring, but it might have slowed down and stopped inside of the ring for Jake Paul.
Let's transition over real quick. I got a hot boxing. I got a hard hitter question for everybody, the chat and the panel. Has smart business gone too far in modern boxing? And the reason why I pose this question is because I seen something, right? I'm always looking and on my little hunt for different information and sourcing stuff and in the words of our fella, doing a little soft digging, researching on the internet, man, and I stumbled across this post, and this been going on, you know what I'm saying, for a couple of months. She questioned these rehydration clauses, him trying to go up to 147, and now he wants to put rehydration clauses on people. And this is very smart business on both ends of the respected fighters with Shakur and Conor Benn. So Conor Benn has replied to the rehydration clause statement, and he said, if you want a rehydration clause, you got to pay me $20 million. And this is what he said, man.
You know what? I'm going to keep it PG today. Yeah. He can go himself. Yeah. And if he wants a rehydration clause, pay me 20 million. I might consider it. Yeah. 20 million, that's the number. But I'll happily give him a beating for free as well. It's like a bit of a... Like, I'll do it for free, but then also, yeah, if you want a rehydration clause, do it for 20 mil. Yeah. You ain't calling no shots. He was the one talking, not me. But, yeah, well, he can... You know what? I'm going to keep it PG.
Okay. So that was kind of being, he was real PG in his response, you know what I'm saying? But I find it funny though. I mean, this is the same guy who put a rehydration on Eubank, if I'm not mistaken. And in the first fight, I don't believe Eubank followed the rehydration clauses guidelines. He broke the protocol for the rehydration, and he was fined for that. But in the second fight, he did do the rehydration clause, and we seen a different version of Eubanks. This is foreign territory, man. So I'm gonna go to the foreign correspondent once again, man. Has smart business in boxing gone too far?
Way too far. Conor Benn has become such an unsavory character. And this definitely personifies it by demanding a 20 mil rehydration clause after you just been through demanding a rehydration clause to essentially an old man. This is, in the essence, to me, we're seeing actually the evolution or the development of a new tier of boxing. Is it crossover? Maybe. Maybe. Because really and truly, Conor Benn is a crossover fighter. I mean, what has he really done in the legitimate sense? He's in the welterweight ranking systems somehow. A sanctioning body has him as their number one mandatory somehow, but he hasn't fought there in 3 years. Since 2022 was his last fight at welterweight. Since then, he's been fighting at junior middleweight, and his last 2 fights at middleweight. Now he out here demanding rehydration clauses at what I assume would be 147 at welterweight. The man hasn't earned one belt, not even an IBO belt, not a Reggie belt. Can't even put an interim on his name. 5. And he's talking to a two division world champion and Shakur Stevenson and putting the demands as such.
3, 126, 130,
See,
135.
I'm short and Shakur.
Yeah.
3-weight division. See, this is what I'm talking about the evolution of a new tier of quasi crossover boxing. Ben think he out here A-siding because he didn't use his father's name to sell out Tottenham Stadium twice, 65,000. So he'll
Yeah.
never leave that down. He gonna let you know about that every day of the week. You know what I mean? So this is absolute nonsense. You know what I mean? And I'm not surprised that these words are coming out of Kana no Ana Ben. You know what I mean?
Okay. Let me see what Yes Indeed saying. She say Shakur did flip flop though on what he stands on rehydration clauses. That's why folks should have never say never. Yeah. Two Sizzle, salute to you, man. They say agreed, shower 100. Sometimes I think these dudes be trolling. Sir Senior say yes, Stevenson did change his mind on the rehydration clause topic. Yes indeed say yeah, the receipts be around forever. Yeah, man. Like I say, he kind of shot himself in the foot with that one. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. KG, man, same question though, bro. Has smart business gone too far in modern day boxing?
Look, real quick. In this case, I would have flip flopped on the rehydration clause because this guy has just fought at roughly 160 pounds for the last 2 fights. He's gonna cut down. I'm gonna put a rehydration clause on him because if I don't do that, his body has been comfortable for the last 2 fights. He's gonna rehydrate naturally to 55, closer to 60, come fight night. You get what I'm saying? So if I put a rehydration clause on him, it keeps him honest the same way he did to the bigger fighter that he just fought. So, like I said, Shakur flip flop, but at the same time, nigga, you just did it. So it kind of makes this, you know what I'm saying, that's something that could be completely possible for us because of what you did. Look what you just did, and now you telling me I can't do this. So Conor Ben's counter to that was he had to go to chapter, I think it was chapter 3 in the book of Schofield. We know the numbers. We know how much money they make. It's sickening. This is a $10 million, $20 million fight. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. If y'all see these books, you see the promotions, you see the sales, you see all of this. Floyd Jr., look at the screen when I'm talking, okay? I'm talking right now. Pay attention. Look at all the sales. It's Nike deals and Spalding, and I think Michael Jackson came from the dead and showed up, and all kinds of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to look at the numbers. It's all about the numbers. It'd be sickening if you guys got in here for such little money and knowing what the big numbers are. They don't know what the big numbers are. I know what they are, though, because I've been shot before. I've been in the streets. I've made a lot of money. Y'all don't know the money the way I know the money. And I had to come out with this book. Move over, Junior, the truth. I have a self-help book too. How to get rich like the Schofields. Shout out to the Ben family for tapping in and investing in their futures.
The Book of Schofield, man, that's crazy. I gotta clip that, man. We clipping that. Yeah, man. I mean, I really don't have no response after what KG just said, man. It's kind of hard to segue into my cook because I mean I think K hit it right on the head. This is pure foolery. I like maybe if you was fighting, Tank Davis or something like that, maybe you could demand the $20 million bag, but little old Shakur just getting to the party, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shakur he ain't goddamn me, he ain't out here like Jake Paul, no, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't out here making that type of, generating that type of money. But in Shakur's defense, you know what I'm saying? You got to do something, baby. You got to do something now. Because this shit is looking like it's gone extremely, extremely too fucking far. And honestly, I'm just tired of it, bro. Either you gon' goddamn fight guys your weight class. Do do what you got to do for them, or you're gonna go up and challenge yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? And you really, honestly, bro, you're not in no position to be saying you're gonna do this and you're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say this shit has gone too far. But let's move on to the next question. Devin Haney, man. I mean, I don't know what's going on with these numbers, man. The stream keep jumping. But I do appreciate everybody for tuning in and watching. But the numbers they fluctuating up and down. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in if you're still in the building. Is Devin Haney doing the right thing? Chasing Lewis Crocker for unification. I've been keeping my eyes on the 147-pound division with Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Him and Bill on the hunt for a new opponent. And it's looking like it's gonna be Lewis Crocker, man. This is what Crocker had to say.
For me, that's the fight I want. So if there's any fight that I want next, that's the biggest fight. For me, that's the fight that I want. So if there's any fight, and I see Bill Haney come out and Devin Haney, and then they want to fight for unified for the title, the IBF, the BO, and for me, that's the fight that I want. So if there's any fight that I want next, that's certainly it. That's the biggest fight. And I see Belton. He's a competitor, a champion, and I'm sure he'll travel. And likewise, I will go to the States as well. So I'm getting a belt. And
all right, man. So Lewis Crocker, is game. You know what I'm saying? He said it himself. He game. He want that smoke with Devin Haney. He's willing to come to the States, and of course, if they go to Belfast, Ireland, once again, man, this is another foreign topic. You know what I'm saying? So we got to let the foreign correspondent lead us off with this one, man. How do you feel about Devin Haney chasing? Is he doing the right thing chasing Lewis Crocker? And how do you feel about what Crocker had in response to, Bill and Dev coming after the IBF title?
Yeah, I think it's the right thing to do. I gotta put some respect on Devin Haney's name for the fact that he's not one of these guys that are looking to sit around and just wait for the WBO #1 mandatory to be ordered, whoever that may be. He's actively looking out to unify the division. Devin Haney's at the level of his career where he's should be in most boxing fans' conversations when you're talking about being a pound for pound fighter. So when you're at that level of being a pound for pound fighter, you can go straight into unification fights without necessarily needing any seasoning, without giving young young champion a little bit of a bly and saying that, yeah, he can fight a little voluntary fight. He needs some seasoning type shit, you know what I mean? He can do that. But in Devin Haney's case, I think it's admirable that he's cognizant, that he's aware that there's levels to this shit, and he's on that level where he should be going after the other like opponents, the other top champions, the other guys with the credentials. But to be real, in the welterweight divisions, nobody has the credentials that Devin Haney has. So you got to fight somebody. I think Crocker is also aware and cognizant that Devin Haney is the biggest fight he can make for his career right now. Eddie Hearn, boss for Matchroom, could easily do some inside work, some in-house work. Could easily match him with Jack Catterall, who's also a Matchroom fighter that's had a couple wins, decent wins at 147 now. Could easily do that. Crocker could easily be somewhat patriotic and side with the fact that, yeah, I want to fight Catterall instead, but he's not doing that because he's cognizant this is prize fighting. And the biggest prize doesn't come with no El Gato. Huh? The biggest prize don't come with no Patty Donovan, Leon Pyro winner. Nope. It comes with the unification fight with Devin Haney. Whether you bring his ass over, Crocker's ass over to the States, or you have him in Belfast, Northern Ireland, which I prefer just for the atmosphere and just for Devin to get that another feather on his cap of defending and taking another man's belt on another pseudo continent. I think it's the way to go. I definitely think it's the way to go, and I see where Crocker's going, where Crocker's going with this, because the man is not going to get these huge opportunities where he could possibly make a good 500,000 pounds, maybe even 1,000,000 pounds fucking with Devin Haney. He ain't going to get that with none of these other fighters in the welterweight division. It's not a glamour division. Barrios, and we going to see what type of numbers and what type of interest Ryan Garcia and Marios Barrios generates, because the fight's been signed and sealed, but ain't nobody really talking about that shit. Maybe are you guys privy to the Ryan Garcia circles? Because I'm not. But in the whole realm of the boxing landscape, nobody's talking about that fight. So what that tells me, there ain't no big money fight. The big money fight for Crocker right here and right now is Devin Haney. I'm with it.
KG, same question, man. Is Devin Haney doing the right thing like Spike Lee, man, trying to get that unification with Lewis Crocker? Lewis Crocker say he game, man. He want that schmizzoke. How you feel?
I said this shit before. Who else at 47 should Dev be fighting? Who has a title that he should be fighting? Everybody's tied up right now. And 47 is not like one of them damn divisions that motherfuckers is just jumping out of the fucking woodwork. Oh, I want to fight Dev. I want to fight Dev. I want to fight Dev. it ain't gonna be nothing that's gonna generate anything. So it's only right for you to go for unification. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know who is doing it first because Bill went up to them to Eddie, and Eddie said, "I already know why you're here." You get what I'm saying? And then you hear Crocker saying he ain't scared of them do nothing. He ready to get to it. So for everybody that's listening now, I don't want y'all to get caught up with the Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. situation when they was trying to say who asked for the fight first. It sounds like they're both asking for each other. I don't want to hear the damn shit who asked first, who said it first. It only makes sense if you're a title holder and you're looking to grab another title. Yes, I want to fight another title holder. And if you have a damn title and you're looking to damn unify, you should be looking for another title holder. So I don't want nobody to say, "Oh, I said it first." Nigga, it doesn't matter. You got a belt, I got a belt. Let's get to it. Ain't shit else here in this division right now. Let's get to it. Because if you don't fucking fight me, then I got to deal with Jack Catterall. And he got some new damn Philly cheesesteak seasoning in his system now. And I don't know if that's what I want to deal with right now. So I come to the States, get myself seasoned here, beat Devin Haney's ass, and then I'll see Jack Catterall.
Come on, bro. You said Philly cheesecake seasoning?
Philly cheesesteak seasoning, man.
Philly cheesesteak. Oh.
Yeah, got that Philly cheesesteak seasoning now. You know what I'm saying?
So niggas should be scared of the Philly cheesesteak seasoning. What you say?
I'm not saying they should be scared, but if
better respect it.
Yeah, they better respect it. Like, yeah, thank you, Art. Appreciate it. That was right on time. They better respect it. You know what I'm saying? They better fucking respect it. But yeah, and then and that's the thing too. I said this to Phil. I said it to TD. I said, bro, if Dev takes this Crocker fight and wins, the IBF is notorious for forcing motherfuckers to damn take the mandatory. So if Ryan wins this fight that nobody's talking about, and it seems like Ryan is not taking it serious, Ryan is taking him chasing Christian Rock around more than me hearing about him and his Mario Barrio situation. You know what I'm saying? He chasing Blueface baby mama. They running around hitting on each other, and you know how she like to crash out and hit on shit. You know what I'm saying? And Ryan that's all he's been talking about. Like me trying to look up any damn thing for as Ryan and this Mario Barrios, I keep seeing him and Christian Rock pop up. That's all I keep seeing. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
crazy.
I don't think Ryan is taking this fight serious, but if he wins, the people are going to want to see the remix with him and Dev. But the thing is, would IBF honor it and say, "Hey, you guys can go ahead and fight," or is somebody gonna have to pay a hefty fee? Because like I said, like y'all say, Dev is the big man right now, and he's the money man for us. What money gets generated, IBF is gonna want in on that, or they're gonna say, "No, you're gonna do what the fuck I tell you to do when I tell you to do it, or we're gonna strip you, and you're gonna have to start this damn undisputed journey at 147 all over again." So how you want to do it? You know what I'm saying? And
okay.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna come down to for real. But other than that, no, chasing unification is what you're supposed to. Is what we look for guys in boxing to do. Chase greatness, chase legacy. And 47 is the division that you in. Clean it out.
Okay, real quick. Stay on the mic, K. I got another question for you. Does Crocker present a real stylistic threat to Devin? Now, you just spoke on the Philly cheesesteak style with Jack Catterall. Does the Belfast, Ireland, European style pose any threat to Devin?
I don't know, because we don't know what Devin Haney is gonna show up. We might get bicycle, marathon Dev. We might get I want to grab and hold you, Dev. We might get I'm bigger than you and I'm going to stand here and beat you up. You know what I'm saying, Dev? So it depends on what Lewis Crocker presents himself. Like I said, I'm not super familiar with his style. And a lot of other people may not be familiar with it either, because from what I'm hearing, everybody's just seeing it as a walk in the park. And like you said, Five, you've already said it. Motherfuckers is like, what the fuck he gonna fight Lewis Crocker for? He ain't nobody. So people are already damn discrediting Lewis Crocker anyway. So he might have a slept on style that if in turn turns around and makes Dev look less than or offsets and upsets the apple cart, who knows? Like I said, because everybody's looking past Lewis Crocker saying, why the fuck is he doing that? Won't he just go to 54 and fight somebody? You get what I'm saying? They're telling him to stop the mission. Stop chasing greatness at 47 and to say fuck it, because we don't know who Lewis Crocker is. You get what I'm saying? So
well,
yeah, they
well
already
said.
writing
Well
the
said.
man off. So if he show up, I
Yeah.
hope they prepared.
Okay. Okay. Our fella, take us home on this foreign topic, man. Does Crocker present a real stylistic threat to Debo Dead?
Absolutely not, my nigga. Absolutely not. I mean, Betty Crocker's gonna get mixed up and baked in the oven by Devin
Bars.
Haney.
Bars.
I
Say that
mean,
again one more time. Say that again one more time. That was bars, my
yeah,
nigga.
Betty Crocker is gonna get mixed up, baked in the oven by Devin Haney. I mean, straight, simple, and plain. Crocker's, to me, his pedigree or his resume, it gets denied at my workplace. You know what I mean? It's very thin. I mean, I remember him getting spladattered all over the ring by Patty Donovan in the first fight. And if it wasn't for Patty Donovan's undisciplined attitude and his dirtiness, um, Patty would have got that stoppage win. Patty would have, at the least, got a clear cut unanimous decision victory win. And old Betty Crocker wouldn't be at the table. So I'm definitely not impressed with what Betty Crocker brings, even though he's the holder of the IBF title. He's not to me no real champion. He a belt holder. You know what I mean? He holding the belt up for Devin Haney or for the next competitor that has more pedigree than him to take it away from him. That's all it is. He's no threat. He's, to me, reminiscent to George Kambosos with less of a resume. And we saw what Devin Haney did to George Kambosos twice. Relatively worked him with ease. So I think with Devin's newfound confidence, growing into his man strength, he's looking like a man to me. You know what I mean? Like I said, when he came out, did his ring rock against Brian Norman Jr. and he was wearing that robe, I automatically knew it was going to be a problem. I was saying, yo, this nigga look different. Yeah, he done grown up. You know what I mean? And I think he'll definitely bring that same type of attitude. It ain't gonna go nowhere. It's embedded now, and he gonna bring that into the Betty Crocker fight. It easily snatch that belt. It's like I said, Betty Crocker just holding up the belt right now, holding up the belt at a nice height where Devin can snatch it. Yoink. On to the next.
Okay, hold on, man. Let me go back to this chat real quick. Let me go back to this chat, man. US6 Sundays, man. We cooking up, man. Let's cook. You understand me? Let's get it. All that good stuff, man. We on Smoke City with it. We on 503 Line, Hard Hitter Sports Entertainment. YouTube is playing with my numbers, man. They fluctuating up and down, but I appreciate the people that's coming in and holding us down. I appreciate y'all. Subscribe, smash the like button, share that stream. Down right, it's the usual suspect team. But as I'm listening to my brothers give some good boxing takes, great boxing takes, fuck good. Great boxing takes, man. I'm looking in this chat. You know what I'm saying? I got TD trolling me about my Houston Texans. I'm hearing Two Sizzle say Tiger. You talking about Tiger? You know what I'm saying? Look, man. It's so many fights that Devin Haney could get in. It's crazy, okay? But right here, right now, it's Lewis Crocker. I don't necessarily care too much for the Lewis Crocker fight, but I understand the assignment. The assignment is unification. The assignment is chasing legacy. That's what Bill and Dev is on right now. I would have loved to see Patty Donovan hold that belt, but like our fella just alluded to, Patty Donovan, he couldn't get past being dirty and undisciplined. Because I still think Patty Donovan is better than Lewis Crocker, but in that second fight, man, Lewis Crocker outboxed him. In the first fight, Patty Donovan knocked him out, but he was just dirty with it. So, hey, man, it is what it fucking is. And let's not miss the key point in this story. Because the key point in this story is Rolly Romero is ducking Devin Haney. We wouldn't be talking about no Lewis Crocker and Devin Haney if Rolly Romero would just take his ass back over there to the ring, hit up Big Turk, and get this Devin Haney fight done. But Rolly don't want to do that. Rolly want to sit over there on the PBC and hope and pray that he gets the Manny Pacquiao fight or whatever the case may be, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But the main ingredients to this is the Rolly Romero ducking. That's why we've been put in a position to get the Lewis Crocker fight. Okay. Now, back to more hard-hitting questions and takes and topics. We got the Night of the Samurai coming up next week. We got two great fighters on the Night of the Samurai's co-main feature, which is Junto Nakatani and Inoue, aka Monster Inoue, man. The ring has pulled no punches in promoting this and bigging this up as one of the big cards for the end of the year with Monster Inoue and Junto Nakatani. And I feel like this was very, very strategic of them. So this fight will be the last quote unquote big fight or championship level fight before we head into 2026. But the main thing I really want to highlight is Monster Inoue and Junto Nakatani have already agreed to terms and are scheduled to fight May 3rd in Japan's Tokyo. And it's also during Japan's annual Golden Week. This is another foreign topic, man. For a correspondent, I gotta ask, bro. Why are Inoue and Katani already planning their next fights? And also, in your mind, bro, because you cover a lot of boxing, you got your ear to the streets, you're a good researcher, you always pulling shit up and fact checking shit. How is this fight so easy to make, but we can't get these other guys in America, in the western part of the world, to be on the same type of time like Monster Inoue and Nakatani, bro?
Well, 5, one of the reasons why they're already planning this fight is because that's Ring Magazine Riyadh season style. Since they've been putting on these big cards, they've been known to have some of the top fighters that they're associated with in multiple fights, in lead up fights that are in big fights that are already signed, but they're have a fight before that already scheduled. Bam Rodriguez is a primary example of that. His fight for Puma Martinez was already signed, sealed, and delivered, but he was before that was already scheduled to fight for Fulimi Kafu for his belt. So in regards to, I guess, the Ring Magazine matchmakers, they deem both of their ops as non-threats. I don't know who Nakatani's fighting. Unfortunately, I've been slipping off of my game. But as far as who Monster Inoue is fighting, Alan Picasso, I'm not familiar with him at all. You know what I mean? Maybe we're gonna have to see what Yes Indeed Boxing go over there, her channel, and see what she says about Alan Picasso, because your foreign correspondent got zilch on this guy. You know what I mean? If we were to go to any betting site, I would assume that he's a heavy underdog. Nakatani's probably fighting a heavy underdog. You know what I mean? So they giving up these little tune-up fights, marination.
Okay, real quick. Nakatani is fighting Sebastian Hernandez Reyes, 20-0, 18 knockouts.
Yeah, I'm not
And
impressed. Not impressed. Like
yeah,
20-0, 18 knockouts, cool. But what's your name? You got 5 different names, nigga. We never heard of you before.
Sebastian
Sebastian
Hernandez.
Hernandez, something
Yeah,
something Reyes, my nigga. Nah, B. We never heard of you. All your fights have probably been in some backwater town in Mexico. Not no Tijuana. No, you ain't even on the Tijuana circuit. You in the backwaters. You know what I mean? Section of Mexico. You know what I mean? Because they ain't even heard of you in Mexico. That's why that you got that glittery record. So I'm not impressed with that. This guy's just fodder. A tune-up fight for Nakatani, as is Alan Picasso. This is it's good that they're having this fight in Tokyo, like the Inoue Nakatani, because I still kind of low key feel some type of way that even this fight, this card right here, is in Saudi Arabia, because like how Canelo has his 2 dates on Mexican holidays, right?
mm-hmm.
Inoue has his date on a Japanese holiday. You know what I mean? Which is prevalent over there. And they always do big fights in and around Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. Always do big fights over there. And if it's not that, they'll do a big fight on New Year's in Japan. So by Riyadh season taking 2 of their biggest stars out of the country and doing the fight in Saudi Arabia is somewhat of a disservice to Japanese culture. You know what I mean? So I wasn't really feeling that, but I'm glad that the big fight, when they do get together in the squared circle, it does happen in Tokyo, in Japan. And like you said, it's happening during a, a big time, a festive time in Japan, where they're doing something big. So yeah, we gonna see this fight in the Tokyo Dome. Tokyo Dome, I think, seats about 50,000 people, and it's gonna be a real situation and a cultural event for Japanese boxing and Japanese people when that fight goes down, as it should.
Okay, KG, man, why is Inoue and Nakatani already planning their next fight, man? It seemed like they got this shit done pretty quickly. No hesitation, no businessman talking. Nakatani going up in weight to take down the monster, man. How you feeling about all this? And we got next week, Night of the Samurai with both these guys, man. How you feeling about this, bro?
Conor Ben went to the same bookstore that Nakatani and Inoue did, but he picked up the book of Schofield, and Nakatani and Inoue picked up the book of Samuel Peter. I want to know who's next. I want to fight who's next. Who's next? I know Oddfellow said Ring Magazine has been doing this, but to me, this has been something that Inoue's been kind of doing. This motherfucker has a fight, and then he already knows who he's fighting next. So it's almost like, I ain't with all the bullshit, bro. I ain't with all the damn games. I ain't with all this damn hoorah, whoop-de-doo bullshit. Win your fight, bro, and I see you in on this date. Word? Word? Nigga, you win your fight, and I'm going to see you on this date. Simple as that. That's how you fucking do business, bro. That's how you do business. But I don't like that, you know what I'm saying? These guys that our fella don't know, the Picassos and the guy with the 13 last names, I don't like that you know what I'm saying, that they kind of look past their opponents, because I've seen a new way do it. And I'm like, damn, nigga, you just going to look past the nigga and say, oh, yeah, I'm fighting such and such on this day. You like, but what about the dude you about to fight? So it's like, these motherfuckers, it's like they putting the cart before the horse, but the horse always shows up. That's the crazy thing about it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, Five. It's like, I'm cool with it because that's how much confidence both fighters have. And then Nakatani has that much more confidence because, nigga, I'm moving up in weight. And I'm telling you, I want to see you on May 2nd. It's like, God damn. Or whenever the fuck this fight is set. You know what I'm saying? And then Inoue, like I said, he's been a pillar of, in my opinion, of what we expect the damn champion to be, a fighting champion. This motherfucker is about to be fighting for the 4th time in the same year. I know we don't credit the smaller weight guys because we don't know these guys that they're fighting, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, that's an active motherfucker right there that you fought 4 times in 1 year. So I feel like they jump in the gunfire, but at the same time, when you know you and you trust your own dope, bro, you like, bro, look, it's already sold, man. I'm gonna be there. You just be there, and we're gonna find out if they both gonna be there.
All right, man. For me, man, I like seeing shit like this. For one, man, because it gives me a sense of hope that bigger shit is yet to come. I don't have to assume. I don't have to speculate. I don't have to go and research. They already putting it out there to the masses what it is. And I'm gonna be talking about this all week, man. I think some boxers in the Western hemisphere need to really start taking note of what these guys Far East is doing. Point blank, period, man. We not hearing all this bullshit about rehydration clauses. I want 10 million, I want 20 million. Give him 25%, give him 30%. Nigga, my name gotta be first on the card, on the billboard. I gotta walk out last. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this. Like, bro, it's none of that with these dudes, man. So I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with it. All right, next question, man. Do Japanese fighters value honor and legacy over leverage, aka A side, B side, business tactics. KG, I'm gonna slide back to you, bro. Do Japanese fighters value honor and legacy over leverage?
I want to say yeah, bro. And the thing is, I don't want to just tie that to Japanese fighters. I want to tie that to the rest of the world. Like in America, like I understand Turk and Desert Pan. I understand Eddie Hearn is always chasing for the bag and stuff like that. But in America is the only place that you really hear motherfuckers talking about the money. Who have you fought? You ain't made as much money as me. And that's one of the levels that they point out, Five. They'll point out that as a level. You ain't on the same level as me. You ain't never seen the damn bags I see. You like, bro, what the fuck the money got to do anything? Can you whoop my ass? And that's what I see in a lot of these other countries. The whole money talk thing don't get big until, you know what I'm saying, you coming across fighting an American fighter. I don't hear like purse splits and A side and B side. It's like I don't know. Maybe they do over there, but when it comes to another, you know what I'm saying, country fighting another country, I don't hear that shit until it's a American fighter tied to it. Like the money
Mm-hmm.
becomes a big thing. And then you got people that say they chasing legacy, but oh, I ain't gonna fight this dude at this time. Oh, I ain't gonna do this at that time. Oh, the money ain't big enough. You know what? We ain't, this fight ain't marinated enough. We ain't built it enough. It's like we're trying to create storylines, but at the same time, we want to be on bullshit time with it too. Cause I looked at your resume, you ain't fought nobody. So why do you think you can fight me? And all it's like, bro, maybe they are saying it in other countries, Five, but I'm not hearing it so much that direction. So for the Japanese community that you're speaking of, when I see these guys fight over there, they're fighting in front of tens of thousands of people. You know what I'm saying? 50,000 plus. These people show up. I don't hear the fans damn complaining about this. I don't see the fans fighting in the crowd. I don't see you get what I'm saying? I don't see that. Same thing in the UK. Everybody talked about how cheap the tickets are, but at the same time, they fill that bitch to the brim. Nobody, like I said, I think that's an American thing, bro. We talk about that shit here. We try to cut it down the middle. Are we chasing the bag or are we chasing legacy? When boxing is supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, it's a poor man's sports where you're naturally chasing legacy. You're chasing the trophies, the trinkets, the ribbons, the medals, or every damn thing you're chasing. That's what you're chasing. You know what I'm saying? The money thing was the promotional thing. That you heard promotional companies talk about it. But now that everybody's privy to all of this shit, money is the biggest damn thing. It's like they're praising money over, you know what I'm saying, anything. They'll take the money versus taking a win in some cases. I still got paid though. You got motherfuckers here that fought motherfuckers that have yet to be back in the ring because of the bag that they made. You don't hear about that shit in other countries, bro. It's ridiculous to a certain degree, and it's kind of like I said. I'm mad you kind of centralize it to the Japanese because the rest of the world, if they ain't fighting an American, they are chasing legacy, bro. That's what it looks like. So yeah, they're doing what they're supposed to do, and like I said, they're keeping the business side of things quiet until it's time to announce we have a fight. They're not worried about the storyline because they already know they've built it, so the people are already going to come.
Um, All fella, what say you, man? Do Japanese fighters value honor and legacy over leverage?
Most definitely. Japanese culture honors legacy and name. Um, Western culture, we've fallen into the trap of exalting money and translating that into boxing instead of chasing for legacy. It's chasing for the biggest prize and being the biggest prize fighter. So yeah, there's definitely a difference, but don't get it mistaken. Japanese fighters, I believe, still honor leverage. Because if they didn't, we would see guys like Monster Inoue fight more often or be forced to fight in America. But since he has that leverage of being a superstar that generates copious amounts of views and does great tickets at the gate, he has the leverage to bring fighters from across the world to fight in Japan. So yeah, let's not diminish that. They still they still utilize the leverage, but increasingly they value they have a higher value when it comes to honoring legacy. Most definitely.
All right. Let's go ahead and get to it, man. We're gonna skip a couple of questions. Um, US6 Sundays, man. Subscribe, smash the like button, share that stream down right. It's the usual suspect team. Caroline Dubois, man. Caroline Dubois and Alicia Baumgardner been going back and forth all week leading up to this fight and post fight. We've seen, Alicia try to, belittle Caroline, saying that she's a puppy, she needs to be trained. She's the co-main, and Alicia just popping her shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'll pose this question: does Caroline Dubois have the skill to neutralize Baumgartner's power and her boxing IQ? What you say about that, KG? I mean, how do you feel when you looking at all these different videos and clips and whatnot, man? Man, how do you feel about everything in regards to Baumgartner and Caroline?
This is what MVP promotions is going to be about, because women are real catty. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is not just boxing, Five. This is women in general. You take a woman that's supposed to be the star of the room, let another chick walk in. Already in her head, that bitch thinks she this. That bitch thinks she that. You get what I'm saying? That's how that spells. So for the stage to already be Alicia Baumgartner, that's her stage. Jake Paul has made it known to her, baby, this is your stage. You already got them, you know what I'm saying? You already got that charisma. Go sell yourself. Thing is, I ain't got to tell you to sell yourself. I already know that's what you're gonna do. But I gotta tell you something. I just signed Caroline Dubois too. You know what I'm saying? I just signed Caroline Dubois, and Alicia Baumgartner, like I said, she's been on the stage to the point that she's like, so what? It's whatever. But at the same time, Caroline Dubois is in or around her weight, and she can't tell me she has not seen this woman fight. And I think that's what Alicia was speaking to more so than the words that Caroline Dubois was saying. She's like, bitch, I see you. Yeah, you better see her, because Caroline Dubois is one of those fighters that's evolving every time she gets into the ring. Commentators was pointing it out in the Fight 5, and they said, wow, look how Caroline Dubois is able to punch on the move. Head off the line, and there's a punch coming down the back alley that you don't even see. She's throwing punches and moving. She's moving and throwing punches. She's like, her defensive responsibility has, is constantly growing. Now you fast forward to the co-main event where Alicia Baumgartner was. She's technical, but I saw a lot of no head movement. I saw a lot of trying to impose myself, but at the same time, my opponent is able to still hit me. So what I'm seeing, Five, I'm seeing the making of a potential good trilogy between these two women. And the thing is, Jake Paul is not going to shy away from making that fight. I'm not getting rid of none of y'all bitches, but y'all will bottom to be my bottom bitch. You will. You know what I'm saying? Because
This
Amanda
nigga here.
Serrano is on the way out. I can't get 5, 6, 7, you know what I'm saying, fights out of Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. Let's get them what's the new hotness. We got loud, damn spicy, sassy ass fucking damn Alicia Baumgardner. And then we got well put together, clean cut, sweet Caroline. And the crazy thing is, Caroline Dubois
Bars.
she could have easily been Daniel Dubois' little sister. But she's not. Daniel Dubois is Caroline Dubois' big brother. That's how I know Daniel now. Because Caroline Dubois has taken over for the Dubois family. And I see nothing but good stuff for this lady as long as Jake keeps putting her into fights where she can actually, you know what I'm saying, showcase her damn, you know what I'm saying, herself, which she is every fight that's going by, that's what she's starting to do. And the thing is, it's not she's beating these women in the same fashion. Some of them she actually can turn the dog on and put them away. And others, like I said, women that can actually punch back, you can see how slippery she's growing to be. So, like I said, I think we're in the making and the brewing of something real serious between these two. Cause don't be surprised if they're not fighting next, that they're not on the same card again. And you know what I'm saying? When it's time for them to fight again. And Alicia's going to talk the same shit. And Caroline Dubois, every fight that's going to go by, she's going to get a little more heavier with her words. That smile is going to fade, and she's going to get a lot more heavier. And we're going to really see these women get at it. And I'm looking forward to this because they're both young, they're both full of fire, and styles make fights. And this is two good styles. Two technical fighters. One knows how to move, and the other one has been guided by them Derrick James. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for it, Five. I'm fucking here for it. I love
Yes,
it.
sir.
And look,
Okay.
and that fight and that fight will be a 12 round to 3 minute 3 minute rounds because I don't think Caroline Dubois would shy away from a 3 minute rounds.
Okay. Okay. All right, fella, take us home on this one, man. Does Caroline Dubois have the skill set to neutralize Baumgartner's power and boxing IQ? And how did you feel about watching these two go back and forth all week, post fight and pre fight?
I think they pre-fight they stole the show. I mean, they became the attraction. Actually, Caroline Dubois low key became the attraction earlier on in the week. Jake made a post uh, alluding to a big announcement that was about to happen. Maybe it was 2 weeks before the fight. And a lot of people were thinking because they saw the black eye that Lawrence Okolie put on him that Jake Paul was going to pull out of the fight, pull out of the AJ fight. And so a lot of rumors were going around the internet thinking that Jake Paul was about to announce the pullout, but really he was announcing the signing of Caroline Dubois. So salute to MVP for not only signing Caroline Dubois to the greatest stable of female fighters, but immediately getting her active and putting her on that card. That's going to be seen by tens of millions of people. And tens of millions of people, even before watching that card, were watching the press conferences. And once again, that within that press conference, these two ladies, in my opinion, stole the show. There wasn't much back and forth between at all. There wasn't back and forth between Jake and AJ. none of the other fights really drew any type of animosity between the fighters like that. But between these two ladies, most definitely. You know what I mean? When Caroline Dubois uh stood up on her square and said, "Nah, I don't agree with that shit that she's the face of boxing. I believe if we have a fight, you know what I mean, that then we can see who's the face of boxing. And on this card, we gonna see. You can assess for yourself who the better fighter is. You know what I mean? So that got it kick started. But I don't like Alicia's attitude. You know what I mean? Cool, yeah, she pretty. You know what I mean? She cute. You know what I mean? Yeah, she got boxing skills and whatnot. But I don't like her attitude. She doing the same shit that we don't like Clarissa Shields doing. Moving the goalposts all of a sudden. All of a sudden, making little stipulations. Cause what's wrong with this fight, Alicia? Shit, is Caroline Dubois not a champion? She is a champ. Not only a belt holder, she's a champion because she's defended that belt. So she ain't just holding it, right? So she's legitimate from a legitimate boxing family full of champions. So what's the problem? All of a sudden you calling her Lil Pup. Lil Pup. Like she need what? Oh, so she need to grow into a big dog before she gets to fight with you? Like what is we saying right here? We move all of a sudden we moving the goalposts. Now she's saying Caroline needs to grow. I don't like these talks right here. I don't like these assertions coming from Sweet Stank. You know what I mean? That Sweets is turning sour. Your performance might have been glorified by some on Saturday night, on Friday night against Layla Baudouin, but to me it was ho hum. I mean, you got the job done. Yes, indeed. She outboxed Layla Baudouin for, I would say, a majority of the fight. But as a pound for pound fighter should, you didn't seal the deal. Because the last time I checked when I was watching that fight, Layla Baudouin put a string of punches together and had a nice spell in the last couple rounds.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, in my opinion, a fight between Baumgartner and Caroline Dubois, they're their best opponents to date for Baumgartner and both for Caroline. So what's the problem, Alicia? Don't stop all this little dog shit, little pup shit. You know what I mean? Um, and I hope Jake ain't thinking and Nikisa ain't thinking that as well. Um, strike while the iron is hot, and I think it's hot right now. This fight needs to happen sooner than later. That's my opinion.
Yeah, well said, man. I'll say this before we wrap the show up because we already at our 2-hour mark. Don't wait, set the date, man. What we doing? Caroline Dubois has been killing it. She's made her debut in America. Strong performance. I honestly think she performed better than Baumgartner, if I'm being quite honest. But salute to Baumgartner. You know, she did make history for women's boxing with the 3-minute rounds. That was dope to see. But I'm really not feeling this whole little girl, big dog, little dog, puppy type talk. It sounds like duckery to me. Um, I can't co-sign that behavior. And Alicia, you've been on that type time, man. But Jake Paul and Nikisa, man, them guys over there that's running MVP, man, they know what y'all, they know what they know what y'all on, man. And honestly, they know how to promote women's boxing. Probably the best women's promoters in the game right now. I don't think nobody is fucking with Jake and Nikisa and what they doing with MVP. So it's only a matter of time. And especially if Caroline Dubois keep killing it, I think they got big plans for her. I think they're gonna make her a household name worldwide. I don't think it's just gonna be on some UK shit. And like KG said, I think KG said it perfect. You know what I'm saying? She's not Daniel's little sister no more. She's not known for that. You know what I'm saying? She's carved her own path and she's blazing her own trail right now. So Bumgardner, you gotta do something. You gotta do something before two something. You know what I'm saying? You had a great win against Michaela Mayer, Terry Harper. But a lot of your opponents, man, and this is the difference between you and Clarissa. A lot of your opponents lately have been mids. I'm not gonna lie. At least what I would say with Clarissa, the Franchon fight, Franchon is a champion, and she did beat Shadeja. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to go out there and create those rivals, man. And it's looking like Caroline Dubois is one of your rivals. I don't think you're gonna get the Serrano fight. I don't think you're gonna get the Katie Taylor fight. I know those are the fights that you want, and you do deserve them. But right here, right now, Caroline Dubois is that girl, and she want that smoke. So, yes, indeed, says she hasn't been in a while. She was coaching Daniel in the Hargrove fight, in the Hergovich fight. Okay. Sir Senior says, facts, bro. She ain't did enough to be talking down to her like that. Yes, indeed, says she did perform better. Terry Harper first. Yes, indeed, says y'all making me want to cook. Shit, all you got to do is send out the back signal. If you're doing a live stream, let us know. We'll pull up and cook with you. Or if you make a video, you know we're gonna watch and support. So hopefully, this was enough motivation for you to make some content about this, because I would definitely love to hear the queens of boxing talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Yourself, Neek J, Boxiana, Ashley's Corner, you know what I'm saying? All of the women that do great content for boxing. I would love to hear y'all talk about this. But on that note, we're gonna get up out of here. KG, man, let me get your last words, my brother.
Hey, man, pretty usual, man. This is another good one, man. Another Usual Suspect Sunday. Y'all don't need to get in the time machine, man, because it's still up. Y'all need to go back and check out the US6 Fight Pool Season 2 award show. You know what I'm saying? Hosted by, you know what I'm saying, Dana Blizzak. You know what I'm saying? He held it down.
Yeah.
I tried to keep up. You know what I'm saying? I was there. You know what I'm saying? I hope I did you know what I'm saying, a good enough job for the commissioner. You know what I'm saying? Try to step in and do my
Nigga,
part.
I realized you was missing so many goddamn slides, but it's all good, fam.
Goddamn, see, you see how you shit on me? I'm saying thank you. And this motherfucker's like, you missing
Tell it how it is, all fella. Tell it how it is.
Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn.
Okay.
Yep. But no, man. And then right after, man, we had a damn good open mic after that. Even though damn, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't really like open mic per se. It was just open ears, open eyes. Nobody wanted to click the link. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, watching from the rafters and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I'm glad Tay Jones was able to come on and tell us how he felt. You know what I'm saying? With him being forced into a representative position and or management position, and meaning that his words were supposed to hold a lot of weight when it was just the opinion of Tay Jones. So shame on everybody that, you know what I'm saying, had his words as if he was the anointed, you know what I'm saying, to have the words passed on, and he was the believer. He was the second coming of Jesus Christ. You get what I'm saying? So anybody that was listening that didn't want to tap in, I hope you got your fill. And every other topic that we covered, you know what I'm saying, on that show, you know what I'm saying, they turned out as our fella there gonna mapped it out, man. The menu was all, you know what I'm saying, it was tasteful, it was full of flavor, and it kept us rocking for over 2 hours. So y'all go back and check those damn shows up, run those numbers up. Any damn thing that you see US6 on is usually you're gonna see something the Good Doctors on. You know what I'm saying? And like Five say, it's just like that.
Sir, all for the close us out, bro.
Indeed, another dope show. Usual Suspect Sundays. Salute to Five. You know what I mean? For opening up the platform. Salute to the chat. Chat was engaging heavily this afternoon. Make sure y'all engage with the website, both websites, usualsuspect6.com, and of course our store, shop usualsuspect6.com, because y'all fit the description most definitely. Of course, Usual Suspect 6 Fight Pool Season 3 will be back on and popping. January 23rd is the official date. For more information on how you can become a player and contend for the crystal ball, which is now held by none other than TD Sports Talk. You know what I mean? Salute to him. You can find all that information on the new page where all the stats, leaderboard stats, fight cards will be held on usualsuspect6.com/US Fight Pool. You know what I mean? So yeah, y'all go tap into that, become a player. There is a seasonal fee that covers 14 weeks of picks, right? You know what I mean? So it's $15 US for returning and former players. Standard fee, you know what I mean? It's been always at that $15, but for new players, it is $20 US. Payments can be made via Cash App, $usual 5050, or for international players, PayPal at jsteels at JAISTEELS. But y'all know what it is. It's your favorite yet your most hated odd fella. Salute to the usual suspects, and I'm Gizon.
And we'll be right back on here tomorrow. Hopefully, bullshitting on the Beltway with Cadillac Red, followed by Talk Heavy Tuesday, another episode of the Beltway on Wednesday, and of course, man, H-Time Trio Thursdays, man. And it's just like that. If you missed today's show, we will be clipping this show, and you can check out the videos on my YouTube feed, and of course the Talk Heavy Tuesday clips as well. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody for tuning in, but I gotta make some moves. I gotta, drop my sons off and do this and do that, man. So I gotta get up out of here, man. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in today, and it's just like that. We get on.
This motherfucker is locked.
Talking,